Yo, welcome to the Nightly Strange.
Welcome to Nightly Strange, ladies and gentlemen. We are your hosts, D-Mac Uno.
And I'm Keyz Stanley.
And this is the season finale.
We made it.
Yes, season 4. Sorry about last week. I was sick and didn't want to spread the germs.
Which I appreciate.
Even though everybody that came in contact with me is sick as fuck right now.
That's nasty.
Are they sick or is it an allergies
Oh
thing?
no, they were sick.
Oh.
And it's not the COVID, but
No,
it has the COVID
there's
symptoms.
something going around.
Yeah, it's going around.
For sure.
You do
Because
not
my
want
son
it.
too, he was sick and I was like COVID testing him and it kept saying negative.
Yeah, but it's like
But
the same. It's kind of like the same effects as COVID. But I remember when I had COVID, I had the sweats. So I'd wake up just drenched in a puddle of my own sweat. Yeah,
Like in your bed?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
why I'm glad I have a king size, so I can just roll over to the other side. I'm gonna deal with that later.
Let that dry out.
Yeah.
Visit that. Oh, that is the worst though.
So did you get to listen to the new Kendrick Lamar album?
I did actually.
What did you think?
There were okay, just from a like I'm not a hardcore fan or anything, but I did find a few songs that I liked. I did like that some of his, I guess maybe the beats and stuff that I heard sounded different.
It's kind of jazzy.
Yeah, kind of jazzy.
Yeah.
There was, and I think at one point I think I may have heard strings again in some of the influence, and I love that because I'm a big orchestra girl, so I loved hearing that. And there was one song that have you seen Baby Boy?
Yes.
Yeah, so that where they're like arguing. What is that?
Oh, the argument song.
Yeah.
Someone said. Hold on, I can look the song up right now.
Yeah.
Because somebody said, sorry, I'm wearing all red, so I started playing Big and Back Being Cool to my daughter, and she's like, "You ain't no blood." I'm like, "I know I'm not. I'm just harassing you." The song was called "We Cry Together."
Yeah, that's the song.
So someone on Twitter was like, "Yo, if you're in a relationship and you can relate to "We Cry Together," y'all need to split up."
No, I don't even like. What if you're not there anymore? To me, I wasn't even thinking like current relationship. For me, I was just like, I have definitely been here, and I thought, yo, that's some young relationship.
Oh yeah.
Type
Fuck
stuff.
you. You still listen to R. Kelly. You got a little dick. Well, I could have fucked your cousin.
Exactly, and then she gets to clap it, and she was like, I should have found another dick, and yeah, just the back and forth, and then
they argue, then they fuck at the end.
exactly. That is some.
Yes.
That's the
song.
cycle.
The song I like is "Die Hard."
Oh, okay.
I like that one, and then I also like this other one. Which one? I've been playing Mr. Morale.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Mirror. I Choose Myself. It's the last song. I got to listen to it today at work.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Did
so-
you like? Okay, I liked Purple Hearts and Count Me Out.
I couldn't tell which songs were which. Oh, you like Purple Heart with Ghostface?
Oh, is that else is
Yeah.
on there? Okay.
Yeah. So when I hear Ghostface rap, I want Ghostface.
What do you want?
I just want Ghostface to rap like he did back in the '90s. Like just wow, crazy. I don't understand what you're saying, Ghostface, but it's the illest shit I ever heard in my life.
Okay.
But I mean, I still appreciate Ghostface. A lot of young people are gonna be like, "Who's Ghostface Killer?"
Yeah,
You know?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
sure.
because their parents haven't introduced them to the Wu-Tang Clan yet.
Yo, I try to introduce my kid to a lot of songs. Like one time, I actually rolled up and I was picking him up, and then one of his friends was like, "Yo, your mom's listening to Kendrick Lamar," and he was like, "Who?" I was like, "Oh dear Lord, what do you mean who?"
Yeah, I play songs and my daughter's like, "You listen to this person?" She's like,
Yeah.
"You listen to NEL Chopper?" I'm like, "Don't you?" She's like, "You listen to NBA YoungBoy?" I'm like, "Don't you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I listen to everything as long as it's good."
Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
good, and I can understand.
Then that one
what's
song right
happening.
now, I want to take a pic with Cardi B inside my cardigan.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yo, everyone putting all their fantasies out in all their songs.
Yeah,
That
you got
seems
to.
be-
You know, the thing I like about the new Kendrick album is like,
What do you like?
everyone gets to be different now.
Yeah.
I know execs are so mad. They're like, this is so not the anti-black stuff we've been trying to put out.
And I think maybe that's why I really enjoyed, especially that opening kind of song, because it just totally it doesn't come in like, it's not hardcore based or anything that you would expect from stereotypical, air quotes here, hip hop. And I loved that opening. Just it's a whole artistic musical thing about it. And I love that.
It's weird. A lot of people like the stuff that they push through the mainstream. Everyone acts like that's selling, but it's really not. I mean, maybe Future's dropped an album. He had the biggest release
Oh, interesting.
this year actually.
Okay.
Like 220, almost 300,000 album units sold.
Bigger than when Drake dropped Loverboy.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Did that come out this year?
I thought that was this year. Was it 2021 maybe?
I don't know, but
I
it's,
don't know either.
yeah, it was the
Okay.
biggest opening album release. Yeah, with
The more you
Future.
know. Okay.
Future got a big fan base. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
realize Future is from the Dungeon family.
Oh well, what about Travis Scott? Because I thought he's got a big fan base. And
Yeah, he
stuff.
does, but
Okay.
not like so. Future, a lot of people. So the Dungeon
Yeah,
family
explain.
is Goody Mob, Outkast, Cool Breeze, Yeah, that's all the and Organized Noise. That's all the Dungeon family. And
Okay,
that's who
okay.
he came up from. You know what I'm saying? He's like the last person they kind of released out of there. And his name used to be Meathead.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then I think one of the Goody Mobs came in there and they were like listening to him. He was like, bro, you're the future. You know what I'm saying? You're Future, and that's where he got the Future name from.
Change his name.
But yeah, people love Future for some reason.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
I know. These women stay getting with this dude as horrible as he treats them.
They know what they're getting into. Come on now.
Yeah.
After you become baby mama number 3 through 9, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know what you're doing.
Right? It's
Come
a choice.
on. It's after, yeah. I mean, the first 2, maybe the third. Someone said if you could talk a woman into being your third baby's mama, you should sell cars.
That was legitness.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a no for me.
Yeah.
If I can help it.
Some girl was online the other day talking about she don't want to date a guy that has children. And I'm like, I guess that's cool, but like, what happens when you get married and you have a kid, then you end up getting a divorce?
Yeah, if that should happen, that.
Now you the single mama.
Yeah. Now you gotta find someone that's willing to accept you. But you know what? We all have a preference.
Yeah.
And I guess, yeah, she'll want to reflect on that preference should that cycle back and flip flop for her.
Yeah. So
But speaking of babies and whatnot, just before we go off on another tangent, that Roe v. Wade.
yeah, we can. You know what? This is what I say to that. I mean, they've been trying to get rid of it. We all knew what the election was going to be like. No one wanted to listen. They told you, Hillary Clinton said, if you're not going to vote for me, vote for the Supreme Court Justice. She told everybody the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, we had time to look at, ooh, your emails might have some stuff in there that's bad. Ooh, remember when that was
That
some
was a
shit?
huge thing, yeah.
That was,
She
now we
was on
think
the
about
wrong
that.
server.
We think about that. Like, that's some baby bullshit since what we've been through. I say this to say that. I'm all for women having pro-choice.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that other women look at the women that are in these states that are about to suffer and try to help relocate them to our states.
Oh yeah, or at the very least, this is actually what I was saying. It's basically how they had the Underground Railroad. It's just that if you're trying to, terminate your pregnancy.
Oh no, I want to go more extreme than that. I'm saying you need to write your governors, write your mayors,
Okay.
try to get the motherfucking rent lowered so we can help relocate all the women.
Oh, like we do with refugees.
Yes.
Okay.
Relocate all the women out of these states. These men want to make these laws about your uterus. Let's get all the women out these states and make it a sausage party.
I mean, that's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
You think a bunch of dudes want to live in Alabama with a bunch of dudes? No.
You would think not, but maybe that might help some of them
It
because
will.
then they'll be forced to confront their authentic selves.
Yeah, they'll be like, no dude wants to go to a bar and have 50 other dudes in there and have no tang to look at.
Yeah.
The only women are,
Unless you like dudes.
yeah, I mean, the only reason they're doing it right now is because they want to keep the white population larger in these red states because they're dying off.
Which is so interesting because actually I meant to double tap. I didn't have time, but there's a statistic rolling around talking about actually the people who suffer the most from abortions are actually the black community because
Yeah, they kill millions and millions of babies.
the black women are more likely to get to terminate their pregnancies versus other races.
Some white politician actually brought that up a couple years ago. He talked about there was like 10 million black babies killed a year or something like that in America. It was like it may not be 10, that may be extreme, but it was like millions of black babies because in the black communities and other places, like we live in a mixed community here. In the black communities, they have abortion clinics, and in white communities, they have fertility clinics.
That's a great point.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, the whole thing right now, the reason they're trying to ban abortion is because the white population, the European American population in America, are dying off faster than they can birth babies. So they're trying to keep the majority white in these states. You know what I'm saying? Like for us, we may think a year, 2 years ahead. The devil thinks 10, 20 years ahead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're preparing for all this shit. They're preparing for shit that's going to be there after they die.
Right.
And we are not. You know?
So they have to leave.
Yeah, when they leave, they want to make sure there's something there for their kids or whatever.
No, and I've definitely heard that argument, especially after this last census that went out, that there did show that for once, they weren't just by this huge majority anymore.
Yeah, no. That's why when Donald Trump came in, he started banning people from South America and other foreign countries because Mexicans were going to take over and be the majority in America.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where the data is taking us.
Yeah, he pushed it. So he pushed it back a good maybe 10 years.
So, I mean, who's to say? I think ultimately that as we've seen that if people from South America want to get here, they get here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in Ghana before all this shit pops off.
I mean,
I'm telling you,
keep
I'm
saying,
leaving.
yes,
I'm out.
You keep
I'm
saying,
out of
yes.
here.
Yeah, because I mean, they're just kind of redefining what does it mean to have body autonomy in the sake of a person. And here's the whole thing is like it's about sensory, and it's like they can feel that, but I'm just like at the same time that should be a discussion between that individual and their medical profession. Exactly. If a baby is burping and all of that, maybe we want to hold off and consider other options because you're a little further along.
Well, if I don't believe in like late term abortions unless it's medically
you have
needed.
to. Yeah, like
if it's have to, it's cool. But I mean, I agree with that. Like you can't wait till like you're 7-8 months pregnant and you be like, well, I don't want to have this baby. Like shit, just cut the bitch out.
Yeah,
I mean, you can have a premature baby at that point.
7 months.
Yeah,
absolutely.
7 months.
I cannot get behind. And apparently that was happening in New York, and again, an isolated incident.
They had them in Seattle too. I know a girl that one did it.
Was doing illegal abortions?
No, not illegal abortion. She went and had a late term abortion.
Oh, a late term. And are we considering late term as in we're in our third trimester?
Like she was 7 months pregnant.
Oh, criminies.
Yeah. The grandfather. Her baby's daddy's grandfather told me because she asked him for a ride. And he was like, nah, I ain't giving you a ride to do that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be hard. I don't know if I could. I mean, what if she says, this is just, I've been held captive and I just got free.
Yeah, that's different. But for her, it's like the dude she was just trying to trap fucking got away from her.
Oh.
So she's like, well, fuck.
Oh, that's
I don't know his real name.
Because, the baby's kicking and.
Yeah, that's a whole ass baby. Like,
yeah.
You might as well just cut it out and give it to somebody.
Yeah, definitely at that point. Because at 6 weeks, and that seems to be the number that keeps getting tossed around, is that a lot of women aren't even sure.
You don't even know you're pregnant by then.
that they're pregnant yet.
You miss your period twice, and you're like, wait a minute, I haven't had my period. Because you're having such a good time because you don't feel them fucking cramps.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is. And it takes
yeah.
just a moment where you're like, I've been having too good. Wait a minute.
Something's not my life. It's been fucked up for a week.
Exactly. And so I think that's just unfortunate. But, we'll see. I'm going to work on my Handmaid's Tale costume, I suppose.
No, just I'm saying, like, any women listening to this, help relocate anybody that's important that has any power. Help relocate women out of these states. Try to say we have tons of jobs. Help give them a place to live. We have tons of developments coming on. Women that are listening to this, if you live in a state where they're trying to take away your rights as a woman in America, move out the state.
Yeah.
If 60% of women leave that state, if 80% of women leave that state, there'll be too many men in there, and they'll be like, why are there so many dicks here? We need to change some shit.
That is an excellent point. Let's call for it. Come to a liberal state because that's pretty much the only place that you're gonna be
safe.
Yeah, you're gonna be safe and actually have some body autonomy in that sense.
What do they call the place from The Handmaid's Tale? What is America Now on The Handmaid's Tale?
Oh,
not Gilligan.
No, and for some reason I'm only thinking of the freaking Hunger Games map, but that's not what it is.
Oh, I can't remember.
They're not districts, but because
it's one Gilead.
Gilead.
I believe so. That's what they call it. Gilead, something like that. That's what they call America Now. Have you seen Handmaid's Tale?
No,
right?
I have not seen it, but I know the gist.
How you gonna make the costume
because
if you never
I
seen
know
it?
the gist. Everyone's always. I feel like I've already seen it. Everyone's already told me. And at the time when that first came out, I was just like, "Yo, that's not what I want in my life right now. I don't want to hear about this book, or rather, I guess this."
The show on Hulu?
Yeah, it's based off a book.
It's a really good show.
Yeah,
it's a really good show.
And that's not what I wanted. But now I feel like, since so much stuff is happening, I should revisit.
Well, I mean, The Handmaid's Tale is different than what we're going through right now. Because in The Handmaid's Tale, the birth rate around the world dropped. Like, I think 70% or 80%. Like, people are not having babies. Like, something's just going on in the world. So
like they cannot, or choosing not to.
No, they cannot.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Something's going on where like people just aren't having. Like, there's one scene in the show where the lady was like, she's talking to one of the handmaids. She's like, the reason she's from Mexico, she's like, in my village, a child hasn't been born in 5 years.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the birth rate is down. So these people, they're called Gilead or whatever. They start like these militias all around America, and they use kind of their religion or whatever, and they're saying that it's this, we're being punished by God. Anyways, they end up fucking having a civil war with America, taking over most of America, right? And they round up every able-bodied woman that's not part of the economy and stuff, that aren't married and shit, and so they make them handmaidens. So they're assigned to like certain dudes that run the fucking Gilead and shit. So once a month they get raped by this dude through a ceremony and shit, and that's how they're birthing more babies and shit.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? And like the women, like, they gotta wear the red suits, and little white hats and shit, and they be like, under his eye, blessed be the fruit and all this crazy shit. Like, if you get out of line, they fucking hang you from a wall. Like, but there's people that are fighting him, and they kidnap, they stole all the kids. Any kid they can find, they steal them and put them somewhere, you know what I'm saying, to be safe or whatever. Like, the show's, it's a really good show, but like, during the last administration, I'm like, bro, we are not that far away from this shit.
See, but that's what I was saying. Like, that's not.
Yeah, you watch
at
it,
the time,
yeah.
that's just not what I wanted in my life.
Maybe even now, if you watch it, you could be like, we're not that far away from this.
Okay.
We're right on the cusp.
And that's what's scary, and that was like the general consensus.
Yeah.
Like when it first came out, and people were talking about it, I was just like, oh, that's not.
Yeah, I would see people dressed in the shit, and then I was watching, I was like, or I didn't get it, and I watched the show, and I was like, damn, it's a great show.
Okay, memo to me, memo.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Memo to me, memo.
You know what's pissing me off right now?
What's that?
I'm a real DC fan. I mean, I like Marvel, but I'm a DC fan.
Yeah.
And these DC actors are fucking my shit up right now.
Oh, damn, nigga. Okay, which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Amber Heard, because I'm mad. Amber Heard.
I'm glad she's out.
Yeah, I mean, she only has 10 minutes of screen time in a new Aquaman movie, is what they said. But I knew that's why they postponed it till next year. I was like, it's already ready. It's ready to go. But I'm like, why are you postponing it? Because they're waiting to see what happens. Because she fucked Johnny Depp over.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how he has to go to court. Because, it's crazy like a woman will make an accusation against men. And we should believe women. We should.
Okay, I was about to say, yeah.
But on some accusations, it's like, you got to let the evidence roll. I mean, you can't even do that. Look at Chris Brown recently. Some girl said, Chris Brown took me onto a boat, we were partying, and he drugged my drink and he raped me. And everyone believed her, right? And I'm like, nah, I don't believe this one.
Okay.
And the girl I'm talking to at the time was like, why wouldn't you believe her? You should believe all victims. I'm like, I do believe all victims. But I'm saying this. With Chris Brown's history, I doubt that in the middle of the Me Too movement, he's out there Bill Cosby and bitches.
You would think not, but I feel like it happens. You don't think he's doing it?
Not Chris Brown. Yeah. Chris Brown has been getting flack since he had the fight with Rihanna. Yeah. I doubt.
And he has still been acting in a very where what's her face had to get a Karuchi Tran, whatever had to get.
Yeah, but he wasn't beating on her. That's just dudes, people breaking. You never had a crazy breakup where you're in public and you're screaming at somebody that you loved them so much. That's never happened to you.
No, I don't like public confrontation like that.
But it's never happened.
I mean,
I'm
not the person.
No.
Answer
but it's never happened.
Oh, I plead the fifth.
All right, thank you. Everyone listening to this shit knows that shit's happened to them. Even in public, I don't give a fuck no more. Shit happens.
Yeah, fair point, sir.
But he's not in the middle of the Me Too. Anyways, he comes back and he has voicemails from her.
Oh.
After they had sex.
Yes.
Talking and text messages talking about, hey, because he ghosted her.
Okay.
And she's like, hey, how you doing? I was just seeing if we can hook up again. It was the best sex I ever had, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like contradicts everything. She was just mad that he ghosted her, so she made up the lie a year later trying to get paid.
And I'm not denying that doesn't happen. But I'm
saying, with my bad, my bad to cut you off, but back to Johnny Depp.
Yeah, okay.
She made the accusation about Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
She even recorded, she's like, tell somebody, who's going to believe you?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's in court just doing a defamation case. He lost he's not in the new Harry Potter movie. That shit bombed.
Yeah.
We're not going to get another Pirates of the Caribbean movie anytime soon.
No.
Oh, fucking Captain
Because I heard they were going to make it all women.
The Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, I heard that was something they were spinning, trying to make it all women. I'm not sure how they were going to, Yeah. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't think unless
that's kind of like Fast and the Furious mixed with Jurassic Park. They're about to do that shit, right?
Shut up.
Did you see the shit about the director from the new Fast and Furious quit?
No, I didn't.
Or he's like, I guess he's been directing the Fast and Furious movies.
Okay.
But he quit. He's like, I'm tired of Vin Diesel shit.
Oh.
He's like, he shows up late, he doesn't remember his lines, and he's fat as shit.
Oh, interesting. You know what? Wait.
Girl, you don't be on Twitter with us. I'm telling you. All the time, we're tagging you with stuff.
Yeah.
You don't be on Twitter with us.
I know.
That dude, Vin Diesel was like, hold on, okay. He's like, yo, this is going to be the Fast and Furious movie. You saw the dude, like, his life was complete. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. The director, he quit on Vin Diesel.
I think that says a whole lot.
Yes.
There, because that franchise, considering, it's pretty.
Sorry, but I got sidetracked. So Amber Heard's a piece of shit.
I concur.
And then Ezra Miller, I don't know.
She's literally, if you haven't heard, she's shitting on beds. That's so you can call her that.
Yes, she's a narcissist. She's crazy.
She was doing coke on that. Did you see that clip?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my god!
Did you see the time where she opened up the bottle, then the cop walked by and she puts the bottle open in her pocket?
Yes.
I was like, what are you drinking? Like, what are you spilling in your pocket?
Yeah, no, she's serious. Okay, sorry, go ahead, flash.
Yes, okay, and then Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Bruh, this dude's just terrorizing Hawaii right now.
Yeah, so they seem to have that's what I was like, Is there a mental issue?
I don't know. Recently, he got arrested, and he was on camera. He's like, "Yeah, I like to take my arrest and take the pictures and sell them as NFTs."
Oh my God.
So he's getting. I mean, the Flash movie's already done.
Yeah.
It's already ready to go.
But the whole thing is that I think that they were ready to build kind of something around him because I think he was they was a great Flash. And
well, what they're doing is like they're going to reset the whole DC world. He was still going to be in it. All the rest of the characters were going to be gone. Maybe Aquaman will still be there, but they're going to have a new Superman. They're going to have Superboy, Batgirl. I mean, they're going to have all these different characters. And he was supposed to be in it. The Flash movie is the Flashpoint movie.
See, and I think that he was just really good. If you think of the Flash, his personality and all that,
he was good. It worked for him.
It really did. And
but
so
he played himself.
He did. So that's why I was like, yo, mentally unwell. And then apparently, I'm just like, he's lucky a fight didn't break out. And I keep saying he, but I know he goes by they. But
whatever. He's
not
spit on somebody. He got arrested. He just recently got arrested for spitting on somebody.
And just grabbing the mic.
That was a different incident. He grabbed the mic because he liked the song the lady was singing. Like, what the fuck are you doing in Hawaii? Just terrorizing people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just like. That's a mentally unwell person.
I'm just saying, they canceled. They're talking about letting The Rock be the genie in the new Aladdin movie.
Oh, please do not.
Because of Will Smith and shit. Ezra Miller is about to have a blockbuster movie coming up.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, hey, don't let it come to theaters. I want to see The Flash. I like The Flash.
I mean, I do too.
But I mean, they're gonna replace him. Like he's done.
He is done. And
now he's game white. They're gonna be like, oh, I went to rehab and I'm doing better.
Maybe not immediately, but I think that he'll be.
Robert Downey Jr. was a notorious drug addict.
But he turned his life around.
Nah, they was nice to him. I remember being a kid. He was on Ally McBeal. He got arrested, right? And he was in jail. But they would let him out of jail to film episodes of Ally McBeal. I was like, I didn't understand what white privilege was when I was a kid. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Or
even just, to some extent, I mean, I'd say celebrity privilege, but I guess that's
Young Thug's in jail for some Rico charges. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we want to talk about it. So I actually, and I hear Rico a lot. So if anyone who watches any type of probably like gang mobster thing, you hear
everybody knows Rico.
Yeah, Rico. But for those who don't, just it's like racketeer, influence, and corruption organization act.
They've been on them since 2012.
So it's 35 crimes basically that you can do to fall under Rico. So tell me what's going on with Mr. Young Thug here.
So they've been investigating him and his gang, or his record label, YSL. That's Young Stoner Life. And they've been on him since 2012.
Oh my.
Right?
That's 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Oh. So they've been building a case on them for a minute. And also, they've been watching them because they were at a nightclub one time, Young Thug and Lil Wayne, and that was the time Lil Wayne was trying to get off Cash Money. Okay. Anyways, they had an incident there, and Young Thug's people went and shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus in 2015. But like they charged most of the people, just like this. There's a rapper on his label named Gunna, and he just got charged with like a simple weird racketeering, some kind of weird racketeering thing. I have to look it up, but I mean they got like 28 counts over 10 years. I'm like, bro, he's trying to get bond. But a lot of people are thinking it's weird because his manager just sold Young Thug 100 acres of land, and he was gonna build a community there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not see. That's not been floating around for public knowledge.
Yeah. So a lot of people feel like, when the cops are, a lot of these rappers, they did a lot of crime before they got famous.
Okay.
Right. And the cops had always knew who they were. And so after they got famous, now they're making millions of dollars. And the cops are like, you don't get to win. You don't get to better yourself in your community.
So it's almost like Jim Crow era, just in another way.
And then DMX, he had talked shit about Drake one time, right? He's like, Drake's whack, I don't like him. Da, da, da. Then he came out a couple years later. He's like, yo, I don't have a problem with Drake.
Oh, okay.
I don't have an issue with Drake. He's like, the reason I don't is because I don't have an issue with any rapper. He's like, because I realized that one rapper feeds 10 people, employs 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Those 10 people take care of 10 families.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a weird situation. But, I mean, I'm looking at the council, I'm like, these niggas is cooked.
Yeah.
10 years of investigation.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. So, I mean.
Especially if it's a federal charge. Like, the federal, they have a 90% conviction rate.
That's what I was thinking. By the time it got to when I started hearing federal case, the fact that even the feds are even involved at this point, and now when I hear that the 10 years, it makes so much more sense because again, it's like 35 crimes, and so we're talking. There's been like murder implicated and
robberies.
Yeah, robbery, kidnapping, arson.
Yeah.
So,
well, the thing that tipped it off is like there's a guy named something Lucci. And Young Thug was trying to have people kill him while he was in jail.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was the straw that broke the camel.
Shit.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back, and they had to come get him. So I'm just like, I mean, hopefully they can beat these charges, but it sounds like a lot of them motherfuckers just cooked. Especially if they got you for 10 years of investigation.
That's true.
That's long as fuck.
That is a long time. Who's to say? Is what's her face? Brittany Griner still in Russia in jail?
The basketball player?
The basketball player?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, at first they were telling all the other female basketball players, oh, just keep it hush, keep it down, don't make too much noise. And everyone's like, all right, cool. And then they told them about that, but then they just released this fucking soldier, a U.S. soldier from Russia. He had been locked up for years, and they started making a hoopla about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, she's still locked up. She's looking at 5 years.
Oh, my goodness. She's saying that it wasn't hers, but I do hear that she is a smoker. Do you think that she had...
Well, she's saying we got to realize she got arrested in the middle of a war between Ukraine and Russia, where America is like acting like they're not in the war, but they are in the war.
Yeah, something's going on behind the scenes.
No, you keep sending aid to a country that Russia is attacking.
That's a good point.
If fucking Afghanistan was attacking us, and China and Russia were supplying them with weapons, we'd be in war with Russia and China.
That would be World War III.
Exactly. No, we'd be okay. They're helping them. That's what America's doing right now.
Yeah.
They try to send them $40 billion. Mm-hmm. I'm glad. Fuck Rand Paul or whatever. I'm glad he stopped it. Mm-hmm. We are struggling here in America.
Absolutely.
I don't feel bad. Fuck that. I don't feel bad for nobody in any other country. I'm a black man in America. All right.
I can
I feel bad for my damn stuff. But I mean, we are all struggling as normal citizens here in America.
Absolutely.
And that $40 billion can go a long way around here.
I completely 1,000% agree that there is a lot that can be done here in America.
I just put $35 in my gas tank. It ain't hitting the same.
Yeah, boy.
I'm like, looking
Whoever's
around.
fault that is.
I'm like,
fix it.
I'm like, half a tank in the Charger? Shit, I'm about to burn that going down the street.
Oh, I know. Yeah, just going down to the other side of the county.
Yeah, actually, no, I get pretty good gas mileage on the freeway in that Charger.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
So, my co-host, Kay Stanley, has not watched any, and I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, any of the Disney Marvel shows that have been out. No Moon Knight, no Loki, no WandaVision, no Captain America, and the Falcon. Or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I saw Winter Soldier, the movie.
No, the movie, that's a great movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Is that the one where I showed him the people that were over here last weekend. Where they're in the elevator, he's like, now before we start, does anybody want to get out?
Does anyone want to get And then that's the same one where I guess they're trying to chase him down, but at some point, like where he shoots Black Widow, and she's like, oh shit. Or she's like straight shook. She cannot believe she just got shot.
Because she knows who he is. She was like, he's the Winter Soldier. He's Gary, like, he's like 36 kills or something like that?
Yeah. And then she gets shot, and then he's like battling out, just working over
Captain America throws the shield at him, and he turns around, grabs it, like, drops that shit.
That was.
Winter Soldier, that's a great movie. I like that. I like that one.
And it's fresh in my mind. I just rewatched that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was showing people that. I was like, that elevator scene, that shit's off the chain. The fucking Captain America movies are dope.
I think so far that's probably
my favorite one.
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
So far my favorite.
Yeah. Samuel Jackson's in the car. They're all trying to kill it. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Because it's the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D. in that one.
Yes. Because then you got who is that? Robert Redford is the one who's leading that charge. He's
doing the Hydra stuff.
Yeah,
he just passed away too.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Get that alert.
Did he? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I might have that wrong.
Yeah, but back to what you were saying. No, I haven't seen Moon Knight. I haven't seen WandaVision because I was telling you the first 2 episodes it didn't grab me, so I just stopped. And now everyone keeps saying you have to keep going.
You have to keep watching Wanda. Once you watch, when you get to the end of WandaVision, you're gonna grab your chest and be like, "Oh my God, I'm hurting with you."
Because then, which will probably explain, because there's a quote that everyone keeps talking about that she says in the trailer of Doctor Strange. Why is it that you do break the rules and you're the hero, and then I break the rules and I'm the bad person? That doesn't seem fair. But everyone keeps saying, "Oh my gosh!" But you have to watch WandaVision to understand.
Yes. My cousin went to go see Multiverse of Madness. He's like, "I didn't understand." He's like, "I didn't get it." He's like, "It made no sense to me." I was like, "Well, did you watch WandaVision?" He was like, "Nah." And I'm like, "Okay, then nothing that's happening in this movie is gonna make sense to you.
Gotcha.
So you're not gonna understand why she's doing Wanda Maximoff, why she's doing what she's doing, and why she's doing it the way she's doing."
Gotcha.
And that's without me ruining anything.
Okay. No, I appreciate that, and that's.
Also, I'd like to say, tell the NFL to kiss my blackness. How dare you make the Seahawks' first game of the season against the Broncos?
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Everyone's gonna cry. Like I'm rooting for Russell Wilson. Fuck the Hawks.
There it is.
I'm rooting for Russell Wilson.
We want Russell Wilson to have a good game.
I want Russell Wilson to go to Super Bowl, and then when he gets there, I want Pete Carroll to get fired.
Oh, gets there? Maybe even get a win?
Yeah, get to Super Bowl, get a win.
Yeah.
And then I want Pete Carroll to get fired halfway through the season.
Is that the only way that happens, though? Maybe he has to actually. They have to not go to the Super Bowl again. Russell has to take the Broncos.
Russell has to take the Broncos to the Super Bowl. The Seahawks have to have a losing season, which they're probably going to have, because he tried to fix the O-line.
Yeah.
But nah, bro. You might have Geno Smith back there, but when he starts fucking up, who else you got?
I don't know. I'm gonna take your word.
You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson is the only reason that Russell Wilson is the only thing the Seahawks actually did really good.
I think there was Russell Wilson. There was a Magic, him, and
Legion of Boom was good.
Yeah, Legion of Boom.
I just don't understand how we move away from Russell Wilson.
At this point, no. They should have listened to him and then built a team with people he felt confident in, and then went from there.
The only thing good I see about it, his contract was choking the team
because it was so exorbitant. That makes sense because he was talking about he spends over $1 million a year on his just upkeep.
Yeah.
Just being Russell Wilson.
So does LeBron James and Tom Brady.
Oh gosh, I guess I could. Okay, yeah, but I guess they're.
Well,
they're older, so I guess you.
But they're still going.
They are. I couldn't act like I wouldn't do the same thing if I couldn't.
There's players in the playoffs that ain't like James Harden ain't gonna get no max contract after this. I don't know if you watched that last Sixers game.
No.
Where I always knew James Harden was a fluke in the playoffs, but he didn't even take 2 shots in the last half of the game.
Why is he so inconsistent?
No, he's just in the play. During the regular season, James Harden doing this thing. In the playoffs, he's a choke artist.
That's what I'm saying.
He's always been a choke artist.
You know what, though? Who was that? Because he was also talking about why they be smoking in the bubble and stuff like that. Oh my gosh.
They're all allowed to smoke weed now.
It'll come to me later. But he was basically saying that there's a lot of J.R. Smith. Yeah. And he was basically saying that there's a lot of dudes out there that just have a problem performing at different levels, and they just basically choke and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that when they get to when you get to the playoffs, stars are made and stars fall.
Yeah.
And James Harden, he's always just been a flake in the playoffs. I've never seen a playoff game where he's actually done enough to take his team to the next level. And so now they're thinking he might just be one of the highest paid athletes. I'm like, I don't see him getting that check. I don't see Kyrie Irving getting no payday.
No, not after everything. And plus, he hasn't shown enough to even come out and then justify all that.
Yeah, they're all. It's just like you're saying. Russell Wilson spends $1 million on his body because you see LeBron James doing it, and regardless if he didn't make the playoffs, he still had an MVP year. He does every year.
Oh, absolutely.
And Tom Brady spends millions of dollars on his body. That motherfucker's old as shit. I'll come play another year.
I know. Who does that? That second thought. I'm gonna come out of retirement.
He got home with the kids and said, "Fuck this shit."
Exactly. Listening to Giselle all the time.
Well, she makes more money than him.
Does she?
Yeah.
What does she do? She doesn't model anymore.
She's a supermodel. She probably has businesses and stuff, but Tom Brady, he got a job at Fox Sports when he retires, $375 million, 4 years.
Good to be Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm saying that while I only make $80,000 a year. Anywho, what? Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, I think. We can talk about those selfish freaking parents in that story, talking about they're suing their son and their daughter-in-law because they haven't popped out a kid yet.
Yes, that is hilarious. Oh, let me find it.
That's so selfish, talking about we need this.
A retired Indian couple is suing their son and daughter-in-law, demanding that they produce a grandchild within a year or pay them 50 million rupees. That's $675,000 in American money.
Yeah. And they only spent, they're talking about, because, we paid, I guess to raise you, we sent you to school. They quoted the school at 40, let's just round for the sake of this, $50,000. And just the whole article is just them. I need, we're not getting.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're asking someone to commit to raising a whole nother
baby. It's not like
that's a lifelong commitment
that you can just come see once a week, maybe.
If you want, exactly.
Tap it on the forehead and leave.
Exactly.
Fuck that shit. I saw some lady I was getting gas today. Some lady opened the door. Her little kid in the back car seat. Wah! Oh. I give the kid a little evil eye. The kid looks at me like, shuts up. I'm like, yeah, little motherfucker.
That is,
oh no.
No one misses that.
No, not at all.
Or needs that. So yeah, I just read that and I was selfish and strange for no reason.
Yeah. Ugh. Have yourself another baby.
That's what I was like, but I guess maybe not. I forgot how old they were.
Adopt.
Yeah, adopt. That's exactly.
Do something.
Exactly. Adopt. Come to America, I guess. Then.
They live in India.
Yeah, they live in India.
I'll just block them. Where are they gonna come out here? They can't get to America.
Yeah, no. No,
Nah, I'd flag them. I'd be like, they're coming with COVID.
No, I was gonna say that H1N1, but that's not. That's the like flu strain. What's that visa that they get to come over here and do tech for really cheap?
Oh, I don't know. I'm an American. I don't care about none of that. They found some disease in Canada. Some animal had. I was like, another one. Hey, whatever.
Oh,
we're still. This is an epidemic now. So whatever.
If we're still here in 2030, I mean, that's a win.
I will. Wait, what's 2022 now?
Yeah.
No, I'm planning on being gone before that.
In Ghana.
I'm going back to Africa.
Yeah. Okay, good. You can just write and then let us know where.
They got Twitter over there and Facebook. Fuck y'all talking about? I be living the life.
I know, that's right. You were talking about that. Yeah.
They got everything over there.
I was do my homework.
I can still watch the NBA playoffs.
There you go.
They're gonna give me money and a house and a job. I'm gonna be living cool.
There you go. Offers out there, people.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, so no, that's really all I got. So, as we wrap up this season, I know we've talked about a whole lot of things, but I think one of the main things that I think that is, while we don't want anyone to take any shit out there, at the same time, we just gotta remember to be kind of kind to each other at the same time.
Be kind to each other, but don't take nobody's shit.
Yeah.
And also, be a villain. I posted this
Be your own main character.
No, I posted this on my Facebook, and I think I should say this on the show.
What is it?
You're a kind-hearted person.
Mm-hmm.
You've done nice things for people, and they've done you dirty. You've given people practically the shirt off your back, and they've fucked you over.
Mm-hmm.
And when those people when they need you, you're the first one they call. When you need them, they don't answer the phone. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You're old enough now. You paid your dues. Be the villain. Take care of yourself. Worry about yourself. Treat yourself. Spend your money on yourself. When your friend calls you and asks you for $40, tell them all you got is $45 to your name. I know that's what I do.
Yes.
Fuck all them broke ass niggas.
Oh my god! But I'm all for it. Treat yourself because at the end of the day, we're not taking any of this with us. You gotta enjoy it. You can't bank it. You can't take it, in the next plane, whatever you believe in. So just I'm not saying like YOLO or whatever, but do you have fun?
Totally.
Love and light.
We have made it through another season. This is season 4.
What?
I'd like to thank all the guests that came through and appeared on our show.
It was exciting season.
I'd like to thank my co-host, Keyz Stanley.
What's up?
Rozzy could not be here. He's circle jerking. I'm playing. He's not doing any of that. He's important. He's trying to get his belt back.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? We will be back in a couple months for season 5. Once again, if you like the tracks that you hear in the background, please do not hesitate to hit up super West Coast producer, actually worldwide producer now, Keyz on the track. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am D Macuno.
And I am Keyz Stanley.
And this has been the season finale of The Nightly Strange.
Bye.
You're welcome to The Nightly Strange.
Thanks, bye.